How are you? All right, let's see what's coming out here for Sagittarius. Ooh, you guys have Seven of Cups. This is confusion and a lot of different. I think I told you guys before. I use this now as a word of spinning plates, right? A lot going on. Okay, this is really you stepping into your power. And the reason why I say that is because you feel now that the roads are opening up for you. Okay. You guys are feeling like roads are opening up. You feel like opportunities are coming in abundance, right? And this doesn't mean that it's only one sector of your life. This could be with love. You're like, oh, okay. At first, I didn't have anybody. Now I got like three or four, right? And then even when it comes down to your working career, you're like, I've applied for different positions. Now there's two different people calling me back. Yes, but why did I say you have to take charge and take action? Well, because they're options and options don't stay very long, right? So even though there's a lot going on, you guys need to move towards these particular options or whatever you feel that you want in your life. You have to move towards those things. What does that mean? Because there's always one person that stands out in a crowd when it comes to a lover. There's always one job that is better than the other. But you will have the opportunity here with the Seven of Cups. And I love the fact that the Magician came out with it. Absolutely amazing energy here with the Magician card because it's you using your mind. And for some of you, it even feels unreal because you know the Magician card talks about miracles. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe that this is happening right now. Yes, it's happening. Now you gotta move. Now you have to take action in it. Okay. Oh, we got a lot. We got a lot for you. We got a lot for you here. All right, let's keep going. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see what else comes out here for you guys. There's a Leo somewhere in your chart or somewhere in your life because Leo kept coming out yesterday a lot. And then you even had Leo that just tried to come out twice. I don't know what that's about, but there you go. You guys have the Six of Pentacles here. I am so obsessed with this card lately because there's only a few places that I really love the Six of Pentacles to come. Now, we already talked about the options. This is not about you giving, not even close. This is all about what you're about to receive, what you're going to be able to hold in your hand, things that can sit in your mind. It gives you joy and happiness. We already know that because we saw the Magician. So we know it's good change. We know that whatever you're receiving, it's good things that you're receiving. Okay. I also feel like the Six of Pentacles could be, let's just say right now you guys are not doing well, right? Let's just say that for some of you, you've been at that spot where it's been really hard when it comes down to money. This is assistance. Like let's say you've been limited, okay? Because you also had Saturn. I told you the houses, but I didn't tell you the planets. You had Saturn. Saturn always talks about limitations and restrictions, right? And how long you have to endure something. So Six of Pentacles is like you receiving something. That's a part of the blessing. That means this is giving you the opportunity to thrive. That is a part of the options and the things that are going to come in here that's going to alleviate you from whatever you've been experiencing. Okay, delays, certain types of hardships, certain types of tests, right? Money slowing down. So assistance can come in different ways, Seven of Cups, family, the government, sometimes, boyfriend, friends, girlfriends, you guys get what I'm saying, okay? But it can come to you in different ways, but it's meant to come to you in different ways right now, okay? Because if you guys are feeling like things are not moving, this is a very subtle hint of the universe actually taking your hand and helping you in some way, okay? So let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Brusha, this is for Sagittarius. This is not a general. This is Sagittarius. I mean, this is not a personal reading. Sorry. It is a general Sagittarius reading, though. Now, here you have the Four of Swords. I'm not liking the Four of Swords too much because you have learned yourself through other people. You learn what you're able to take, how you are, your weaknesses and your strengths. And a lot of what you've learned is your weaknesses, what you can't live without, or what you must have in your life here with the Four of Swords. You're discovering that with the Four of Swords, because the Four of Swords is a sense of reflection. It is the pondering moment while things are not really happening for you the way that you want. It really is reflecting, is reevaluating your life. But you want to know why I know for a fact is through the people that you've been around, because of the King of Swords. You have not been around the coziest people, the cute people, the cold, the cuddly. No, you haven't. So a lot of you, I said sixth house, let's talk about it. Even with the sixth house, that talks about your health, your mental health and your physical health, your well-being. It talks about your personal growth and your rewards that come in through what? Your hard work. Have you been able to take action in the things that you want? Who knows? This sometimes is crippling energy. Okay? It's just the truth. And this is the reason why I said you realize who you are because and through other people. All right? Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. We're not even close to being done. Because like I said, you had more houses than everybody. And I don't know, a lot of you weren't here yet, but the houses that I said that I wrote for you yesterday night, because I was going to do this reading today, was the 12th house, 10th, the 12th, the 10th, and the 6th house. Sixth house deals with health. And sometimes this card talks about, needing to recover or repair, some things. But it also talks about repairing the mind. Okay. Oh, you got too many cards that flipped. I'll just take one. Oh, you got the 9 of Cups. Hello. Hello. You have the 10 of Wands. And then you have the Judgment card here. And then at the bottom of the deck, there's your wisdom. Stop pretending that you don't know when you do know. Sorry. Okay. The 9 of Cups is you getting what you want, period. That's kind of like a sextile energy in a way. It's a trine energy. Things that you have been, praying for swords that you've been praying for actually coming to fruition, actually happening. Okay. That's what I see with the 9 of Cups. And for some of you, you need to stop drinking, or there's something that you're consuming, right, that isn't good for you. So I have to talk about the 6th house because the 6th house is here. Okay. It's how you cope with life. How do you cope? And a lot of times people cope by putting things in their body, by the things that they see, by the things that they watch, because their weaknesses is causing a delay. Saturn was the planet that came out in your reading, and it talked about the need for structure and discipline. Okay? But you're like, I don't know how to endure nowhere else. Yes. How am I supposed to endure? This is the only thing that I have. But it's saying you can do it. There's some things that has nothing to do with addiction. It's just your self-control. You see why that's coming out? So the 9 of Cups is there and it's trying to give it to you, but you must. Saturn is saying you must act accordingly. Period. You must. Now, interesting that someone says workaholic. Isn't that interesting? Because what did I say? You had the 10th, 12th, and 6th house. So the 10th house literally talks about your work. 6th house talks about your work. It is your level of ambition. And some of you, that is a part of it. You don't have anything else in life going for you. So you are really good at what you do. Really good at what you do. And the best part of your life is bringing in money. Okay, it characterizes you as a person because there's a lot of things that are actually missing with you. It is your public status, like I said before. It is your sense of responsibility. That's the reason why the 10 of Wands is there. But, it can be a little bit too much. A lot of you are just weighed down with so much, and you're so used to that monkey and elephant on your back. You're so used to it. And how do you know that it's been there for a very long time? Tired energy. mentally drained, sleeping but not sleeping, tossing and turning, aches in your back, aches in your knees, aches in your body, right? Aches all over. Four of Swords says, take care of your damn self. Six of Cups, six of the sixth house talks about your health. What are you doing? Seven of Swords is saying you're so distracted by everything else in your life, you're not taking care of you. So the Judgment is saying, make a decision now to take care of the things that you need to take care of. Please do that. But the 10th house is heavy responsibility. And there's no balance. Where's the balance? So this weekend, what are you going to do? You're going to have to draw up a plan. You're going to have to figure some things out. And again, it doesn't even have to be work, y'all. It really doesn't. The 10th house, again, talks about your public status, right? How people see you. You're like, here I am, 40-some years old, still ain't married, ain't got no kids. Because y'all talk about that shit so much. I promise you, you allow other people to shame you. Okay, I had one girl, I'm not going to even talk about how much money she was making, but she was young, but honey, she was rolling and she was crying. Oh my God, I'm the only one. I'm the only one. I got all of this and I don't have that. And I'm like, girl, it's going to happen for you. Why are you comparing yourself to other people? Why are you worried about what other people got? Interesting enough, if a lot of you are working and taking care of business, your 7th house came out. I wanted to save that for last. 7th house talks about your marriage and relationships and true love. But it also talks about your enemies. You allowing other people to get in your head, you allowing other people to get the best of you, or that's what you're worrying about. You're always worrying about what someone is doing. I always said that. I think the other day we were looking at 2 different readings where there was this targeted energy and this threat energy. You got that. And it doesn't have to be this could be just somebody I can't stand Sag. I don't like them like that. You have the wisdom to take care of them. What are you worried about? Some of you guys hide a lot because you are afraid of other people in some way getting in the way of what you are wanting. And the 7th house talks about you being in a committed relationship. Though that is a part of the burden that you're going to drop, where you don't have to have all the responsibility on your shoulder because it's a house of partnership. That means other people helping you. How do I know? The 9 of Cups. You guys saw me pull this. I wrote that down yesterday, but you saw me pull this today. So what does the 9 of Cups mean for you? What does the wish fulfillment mean for you? Your money, your relationships, your stability. It's the opposite of the limitations that you guys have been having. And you guys have had a lot. But that is why I said the 7 of Cups before I even knew anything. This is about the roads being open for you. You are stepping into your true self. You're stepping into your true power. You're going to start being more easygoing, not going to be uptight. Okay? This is a lot of different interests that you have, very variety of interests that you guys are going to be able to do for yourself. Tons of talents and gifts that you guys have that you want to be able to explore. Your reading is amazing. But there's so many things here that I see that has basically had you bound. Okay? There you go. Speaking of bound, you cannot make this up. You got the Devil and you got the 5 of Cups. This is not in any order. This is not saying this is future. This is just cards that are coming out. And I'm looking at 2 different cards that I said. The 5 of Cups is depression and sadness. And didn't I just say that you guys are going to get to a place where you guys are now easygoing? Now you can feel excited. You're attracting abundance. All of those things. That is going to be you stepping into your true power because that is what a Sagittarius is. You naturally attract good things to you because of your personality and because of who you are. What's your ruler? Jupiter. You're exploratory. You're exploring here with the Seven of Cups. You're at this place where you're like, you know what? I actually want to do that. Let me see if I can do that. A long time ago, I kind of said no. I was saying no to a lot of things. And now you're like, yeah, let's give it a try. Let me do that. Let's just go ahead. Yes, I'll do it. And that's a part of your freedom. That's a part of getting out of the restriction. It is freedom. It is adventure. It is travel. It's all of those things. That's who you are. That's what Jupiter tries to instill. That's what it tries to bless you with. But you have to stand in your true purpose. The Judgment card talks about your purpose, your calling, and that is where you have to stand in. And it really is going to be your working career. 6th house came out and the 10th house came out. That's letting me know that you guys have a calling. I've told you this plenty of times. I've said this plenty of times with Sagittarius. Most of you are so spiritual, and it doesn't have to be in a spiritual world. This could be, and I know I got a lot of Sagittarius teachers. I have counselors. I have writers. I have, who else do I have? It's a lot of service and service jobs as well that I, as far as my clients. Your purpose. This is you. Okay? And you're standing in it. So this weekend, this reading stretches out, right? But if I was to say how this is going to affect you this weekend, what are you doing? The 10 of Wands talks about sit your ass down, 4 of Swords. Please do. Allow other people to do some things for you because you feel like you can do everything. And I know for some of you, you're like, well, I can't help it. Yes, I can't help it. All right. Make the call and plan to rest. Make the call and plan. Sorry, I didn't realize I had food on my hand. Make the call and plan to rest because you're doing too damn much and it is causing a lot of misery, depression, and sadness in your energy. Sit your ass down. You guys already know I love y'all. So I'm not going to have that. Some of you guys are having problems with, like I said, with as far as your anatomy, it's some achiness that I keep feeling in your body. Okay? Sit down somewhere. Ain't took a vacation from your job in 3 years. Now here you have the King of Swords. You have the Strength card, which is this is you. But I love the fact that the Strength card is here because I used the word earlier when I said endurance. Now this is not you enduring hardship. No, that's not what this means. It's about really you being strong enough to let go of the things that you've experienced because it's hitting the 4 of Swords. This is what you're healing from. Oh, yeah. This is what you are healing from. This is not nobody else's read, y'all. Because didn't I tell you earlier when that 4 of Swords came out? It's the facets of you. It's about how other people have treated you. And speaking of which, didn't that come out? The King of Swords is the thing that came out with the 4 of Swords. How other people have treated you. That's how you know who you are. Or you've learned who you are because of that. You were like, damn, I can't believe I let that mofo do that to me. Exactly. Now you're thinking with reason and logic now. And that's where your strong points are. Because of what you've allowed in the past that you're healing from. That's what you learned about yourself. That's the facets of Sagittarius. That's the facets of you. And look at you. Even though you feel handicapped, even though you feel like there are certain things that you can't get or you've been in some way either humbled in life or there has been this incapability that you've been feeling within yourself, this is still winning. That's the Chariot card. That's still success. That's moving forward. Yeah, and then the Magician was right here. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. Let's get Sag last 2 cards, please. Let's get 3, actually, for Sag. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. First card, the chameleon. You don't fit in with nobody. And that's not a bad thing. But see, you do dim your light. Ooh, I'm sorry. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. Don't you dare. You be dimming your light. See, you be trying to pretend that you're like everybody else. You see, this is what you do. Instead of reinventing yourself, instead of saying, I'm not like you, babe. I'm not like you. Okay. But see, you pretend a lot because see, you know that your light is so bright. You know damn well that if you really stand in your true power, like I just said, power light, then all of a sudden you're going to get these huge advantages. And then what? The enemy's coming. I don't want that. You're shrinking back. Oh no, I don't want that. And see, this is you standing behind in the back somewhere. And that's not where you're supposed to be. Because you already know it irritates, not even annoy, Valerie, irritates other people. They already know what you're capable of because you got the opportunities to do it. They already know you're going to be receiving that. So what do? I got to be careful. I gotta move. And again, this doesn't even have to be people that it's not like it's people that you don't know. Sometimes this is your own family. This is your own family. Here you have the femin fatale, okay, where it says proceed with caution. Oh no, it's a bitch. And a bitch could be a male or female. Let's just keep it straight. Let's just keep it a buck. What does it say? Proceed with caution, because there are people. Now, didn't I say seventh house, which talks about marriages and relationships, but then I also said enemies, right? This is what I wrote yesterday, y'all. Y'all be thinking I'm lying. I want to make sure I take care of you before I get on here. So your enemies are bitches. Things are not what they seem. You could be lured into a trap. Do not ignore it. How are you going to be lured into a trap with people that you don't trust? We already know Sagittarius don't allow people coming up in their life like that. You ain't going to have nobody that you don't know that's going to lure you. We know that. We know that one. So who is this about? Somebody that some of y'all are laying up with? Family members who you know ain't right, but at the same time, you know, they may be a little jealous of your light, of your talents, of your gift, of your abilities. You already know that. And sometimes it's something just as small as not telling people that you received a $10,000 bonus at your job. Please don't tell your family that. I know you want to. I know you want to share your achievements, you know, just like everybody else. You want to, you know, sometimes bask in it and gloat and be like, God, look at what I did. Look at what I did. But the only thing it's telling you, that's what the caution is. It doesn't even have to be anything big. You got people around you who just don't like you like that. Okay. Last one here, it says the root worker. Don't implement superficial solutions if you don't eliminate the root cause. Ooh. Ooh. It's like you're trying to fix losing weight by starving yourself one day a week, but then you are eating 3,000 calories for the rest of the week. You're trying to not feel this sadness by being laid up with somebody. Oh, what's the reason why you're drinking or overeating? And don't think that I'm shaming nobody, because baby, one thing about me, honey, I have especially if you've been following me for a while. What did I say I have a hard time with? Sweets. So this ain't shaming nobody. I'm telling y'all, even though I'm not a Sagittarius, I don't even think I have anything in Sagittarius in my chart, by the way. But baby, I'm telling you what I know. I'd be like, oh girl, I ain't gonna be doing this for like 2 weeks, right? Baby, let me taste some cake that's real good. It's going to be so. I've literally almost had a half a cake before. I felt like crap. I'm like, damn, sis, what are you doing? And I'm not fixing me, right? Like it's certain things within myself. It's called emotional eating. So if there's things that's like irritating me, guess what? I'd be like, oh man, I don't know. For some reason, I want a pound cake, right? And it happens to everybody. But what am I saying? I'm saying this in regard to the things that you guys know that you need to meditate and reflect on. This is the reason why it's hitting the Four of Swords. Four of Swords talks about what? Prayer and meditation. You cannot fix the problem by doing what? By superficial means. That means you have to get deeper. Okay? Because the problem that you're experiencing is recurring. It happens again and again. It may go away for a while and it happens again and again. And that also is health issue, sixth house. Same thing with the 10th house, with the way you feel about yourself and what you don't have. And then you have the 12th house. 12th house is your karma. That means you're repeating the same shit that you were doing over and over and over again. And you haven't learned your lesson. 12th house karma. Okay? So now it's going to be a time for you guys to actually fix it and not do it on the surface. That means deep diving. Here it says there's hidden treasures inside of you guys that are going to be revealed to you. It says, even though you may feel that the odds are not in your favor, the odds are definitely in your favor. If there's things that are hidden from you, baby, you will know because you are the diviner. You are the spiritualist. You are the sage. So there's really no reason to fear or worry or feel any kind of way about anything. You guys are about to be looking good too. Sag, come on. You're going to be looking good, right? Your attitude is going to change. Your outlook on life is going to change. Your appearance, I'm telling you, it's something with your body. That's why I talk about Leo. I'm telling you, I'll talk about Leo because it has something to do with you. Your impact on people. And it comes in all areas. I don't know what it is. It's coming in all areas. They're going to be like, man, that Sag can dress their ass off. You know how people be like, oh, I want to dress just like that. You're going to be the person that they pin for Pinterest. You're going to be a Pinterest pin. Okay? And you're starting to be real with yourself. That's the thing that I see with that Four of Swords. Taking off the mask. But your aura, baby, is on point. Okay? I love it. If you go out this weekend, you're going to be looking good. There you go. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that first. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I may come on tomorrow morning just because I had a day off this week when I wasn't supposed to. But, you know, October comes and then all of a sudden everything is due. And then you got to do the stuff with your car and all the, you know. So unfortunately, I had just regular stuff that I had to do. So I'll probably be back tomorrow, but I will be doing Cash Apps live tonight. I will be posting that in a minute if you guys are interested. Please take care. Okay, please take care. Have a good weekend. If I don't see you guys, have a good weekend, and I will see you guys back here again later. I love you so much, Sag. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.